Good evening. We're back with more Marvel Champions, and this evening will be Ghost Spider versus Absorbing Man on Heroic 1 difficulty. Ghost Spider is extremely strong in solo play, thanks to her strong defensive abilities and the upgrade that Defiance brought to the protection aspect, as well as the strong Web Warrior cards that Sinister Motives brought. So for Absorbing Man, his setup, we bring an environment into play. Get out Web Bracelet right away. It's the best card in Ghost Spider's kit and a very important ramp card. And we've got Unflappable as well, but I'm going to opt for Spider-Man Hobie Brown here instead so that I can use him and Ghost Spider to clear the Super Absorbing Power side scheme right away. It's not always easy to do with this deck because of Ghost Spider's weak thwarting. So Absorbing Man is going to attack, which Ghost Spider will defend, and just debating which defense card to use. I decide that, well, you can decide later because Counterpunch is after you attack and Jump Flip is when you would take any damage. But I don't end up taking any damage. I would have to exhaust Ghost Spider if I don't use her response here, so I will. I'll use Counterpunch, ready her, and I'll draw a card with Web Bracelet. And then we got 2 encounter cards incoming. Exhaustion, which is annoying. Ball and Chain, which is not that big a deal. Spend a strength resource to shuffle it into the deck. And then Abandoned Facilities, that will replace the old environment and bring another card with Surge. And you are stunned. Generally, the environments only do something if you take an undefended attack, which makes Ghost Spider quite good against this scenario because she always wants to defend attacks. So I'm going to spend a strength resource here and get rid of the Ball and Chain. And we're going to... Don't like discarding Hard to Ignore. It's an important card, but I do want to get out Spider UK. And I'm thinking about whether I want to use Spider-Man here or not, and I decide not. Just go ahead and end the turn. So 1 threat. And then we got boss attack incoming. I'm just going to defend it with Ghost Spider for 3 damage. Or sorry, 5 attack against 3 defense is 2 damage. And then we got 2 encounter cards incoming. Master Plan, we're going to pirouette and punch that one. That'll deal 3 damage and cancel the when revealed effects and draw a card and ready Ghost Spider. And then we got Stall Tactics, place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters. Big deal late in the game, not a big deal right now. So we'll get out Web of Life and Destiny. Probably not use Parental Guidance. We'll get rid of the stun on Ghost Spider. And probably just thwart here with Hobie Brown. He's going to leave play, so we get to discard 3 with the interrupt. And deal some damage. 0, 1, and 3, so 4 damage. And we got rid of that nasty Surging Expert card. Spider UK, we're not going to do anything with him. We'll use him to defend an attack or 2. Web of Life and Destiny will draw a card when Spider-Man leaves play. And we're going to play Silk here using Parental Guidance and Iron Fist. And we're going to choose to discard, I think, Advance from the encounter deck. Then we'll thwart for 1 and draw 4. Web Binding's a card I find a little underwhelming unless you're using it on a minion. I don't think it's worth 2 resources to cancel a boss activation, since we actually get benefits from having the boss attack Ghost Spider when we have Web Bracelet out. It's what the deck is set up to do, so it's kind of anti-synergistic to use Web Binding on a boss attack. So we're going to have Spider UK tank the attack here, so 4 damage. And we get to deal 4 damage in return to the boss thanks to the 4 Web Warrior cards we control. And then we got a gang up, so the boss is going to attack. We'll use Expert Defense on this one. Got a new environment, no problem. So Ghost Spider readies, Web Bracelet draws a card. And we got Ball and Chain coming in once again. So we'll discard a wild resource to shuffle Ball and Chain back into the deck once again. And we'll go ahead and attack with Ghost Spider, put Absorbing Man into phase 3. And we'll use Energy and Ghost Kick here. Get a good start on his phase 3 HP. Shouldn't ready Web Bracelet, that was just a misclick. And we'll attack again with Ghost Spider. So we got the boss down to 8 HP. He's going to take some damage when he attacks Spider UK. We're in pretty good shape here. So 1 threat, Absorbing Man is going to activate. He's got Stone, so he gets to add another threat to the main scheme. Should have had him attack Spider UK first. It would have done an extra damage with Silk still in play, so that was a mistake. Haven't remembered to add the extra threat to the scheme yet, but I will right now. And the 2 encounter cards are Hydra Soldier and Swinging Stone. Absorbing Man attacks you. So this time he's going to attack Spider UK, which will deal 3 damage. It's not an attack, so it can go over guard just fine. And then I draw another card with Web of Life and Destiny, though I don't know if I remember to do that. I don't think I do. So I'm short 1 damage of where I could have been with Perfect Play and 1 card in hand where I could have been with Perfect Play. So I have the damage easily if the guard wasn't in the way, but it is, so I'm just thinking about how I want to do this, if it's possible to end the game on this round or not. Because I can't Ghost Kick over the guard. So I'm gonna get Spider-Man out and Unflappable. And we'll use Ghost Spider and Spider-Man to take down the Hydra Soldier, which brings in another encounter card. And Spider-Man readies Ghost Spider, who can attack again for 2. So the boss is down to 3. Just need to survive this turn, and that'll be it. I may have forgotten a delay counter or 2 at some point, but it wouldn't matter. So we're going to have Ghost Spider defend this attack, I think. It's unlikely she'll be able to defend for 0 damage. The attack goes for 5, so 2, and then Counterpunch to ready her. Deal 2 damage. I should have drawn another card with Web Bracelet, but I did not. So I'm short 2 cards of where I could have been. Piercing Thorns, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Should have been 1 more threat on the main quest now when Absorbing Man activated, I think. Or maybe I didn't miss it. No, I don't think I did miss it. I think I put the right amount of threat on there, but that wouldn't matter anyway. And then after the 3 encounter cards, we just attack with Spider-Man, and that is that. So Ghost Spider makes pretty quick work of Absorbing Man on Heroic 1 difficulty, a quest that I struggled with against other heroes, including Doctor Strange, Captain America, Ant-Man, and I don't think I tried Protection Iron Man against this. But Ghost Spider is definitely S tier, in my opinion. And the reason is twofold. There are two things that we're looking for above all other things in solo. There's a number of different small factors. We like the ability to ready, which Ghost Spider has. We like the ability to stun or confuse, which Ghost Spider does not have, but it's not essential to do that. But the most important factors are first and foremost card draw. The S tier heroes, in particular, Doctor Strange, Ghost Spider, Protection Iron Man, they all have the ability to go above the 5 hand size in hero form. Captain America is the only really strong hero who doesn't have that ability. But Ghost Spider can do it with her web bracelets and with Web of Life and Destiny. Doctor Strange can do it with Sorcerer Supreme, and Protection Iron Man can do it with upgrades. The only question is how fast can you do it? And Ghost Spider, she can get there very fast as long as she draws one of the web bracelets. She gets to run 2 of them. Doctor Strange only gets 1 Sorcerer Supreme. Iron Man can get to 6 or 7 cards per turn by turn 3 or 4, but he has to stomach a very weak turn 1 in order to do it. So Ghost Spider may be the strongest hero currently that I've covered for solo play. Apart from card draw, the other factor that we're looking for in solo is a strong defense. Because with strong defense, it gives you the time to set up your ramp cards. One of the things that Doctor Strange struggles with when he struggles is that he only has 2 defense, and he usually needs to use his basic action in order to play cards from his invocation deck, which means if he doesn't get any allies to defend for him first round, he has to take undefended attacks. And if he spends his resources on his allies, then he can't spend them on his invocation deck. So in true solo, he's a little bit weak early, and that can lead to sometimes having to flip to alter ego kind of early. And when you have to do that, then you get threat and minions stacked up against you, and it can be hard to get out from under that. Ghost Spider doesn't have that problem. She has strong defense early with her ability to ready. With this deck, you can pretty much rely on having a response or interrupt card on hand every single time you want to defend an attack. And if you just get a web bracelet out early, then she gets the plus hand size. If you get Unflappable as well, even better. Web of Life and Destiny. George Stacy can help in some ways. So the strong defense and the increased hand size make Ghost Spider one of, if not the strongest hero currently for solo play. There are some scenarios, though, that she struggles against. She's not the best hero in every single scenario because of her weaker thwarting. She can, like against Claw and Heroic, I haven't tried that yet, but I'm not sure how that's going to go because it can be a little iffy if you start out with a side scheme that you need to remove, because if you don't draw an ally or her event that removes threat, then she can only thwart for 1 on turn 1. But she's definitely S tier, one of the strongest heroes, the funnest hero to come out since I covered Ant-Man, and that was like 10 heroes ago, I think. So I like this hero a lot, and I'll probably play her a lot. So yeah, I can definitely recommend Sinister Motives for the encounter cards alone, or for the player cards alone, I mean. So thank you for watching.